Boom. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. We are a week removed from the NFL draft, all right? And this draft, to me, for some people, have been up and down, right? Some people have loved it. Some people have hated it. Some people would rather draft a running back. Some people are calling this draft bad because they didn't draft a running back. That's what blows my mind. Like I tweeted that Cowboys might not even draft a running back. And they didn't. Let's let's see what we got here. Give me 1 second. You guys click like as you're coming in. Let's do this here. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? We're about to do this right here. A week after the draft, man. We're going to see what it's all about here. Bam. All right. Bam. Boom. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you could see that. Oh, we're not going to do that. That's not a good angle. That's definitely not a good angle. Can you guys see that? I think y'all see it a lot better. I don't have my glasses on. That's why I can't see it. Gosh darn it. No glasses. Let's see if we can do this. Bam. Let's see what that does. Anything. Oh, yeah. There we go. Sweet. So a week later, let's go over these draft picks, right? Because I really feel like, and this is from DallasCowboys.com. This is Nick Eatman's work. And I might get some people coming in here to join me live. You're more than welcome. The link is right there. Matter of fact, I need to pin that bad boy. I need to pin that link real quick. Man, Saturday night. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Lord help me. I fell over. We're good. Here we here we go. Let me do this real quick though. I definitely got to do this. I'm live. Show me live. There we go. Yeah, I can't believe I got a warning for a strike, dude. It wasn't even my fault. It wasn't even my fault that I got that. Let me see here. Sorry for the dead air here. Just getting situated. 9 o'clock came fast. 9 o'clock came super fast. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Somebody put a thumbs up in the comment section if you guys are ready to break these picks down, huh? Someone put a thumbs up right now. You ain't gonna get in the chat talking like that, crazy guy. A crap fan coming in here. I got a thumbs up by Craig English. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Brando, Eastside Herald. Texas fan up in here representing his team. That's okay. I'm good friends with Dante. He's a big Texans fan. My dad's a Texans fan, so it is what it is. We got Texas fans in the house all the time. You guys click a like for me real quick. Bada boom, bada bang. Let's do that thing. All right. What the? Yeah, I know. What the heck is that strike doing there? But anyway, Tyler Guyton, all right. First pick of the draft. Cowboys traded back from 24 to 29. Picked up an extra third round pick an early third-round pick. That I think with this move here, this move right here, yes, Tyler Guyton to me is a project pick. All right. But this move to me is A plus type of move because they went and got an early third. Okay. They went and got an early third. So Tyler Guyton from out of Oklahoma coming in here is going to be your starting left tackle. Cowboys don't miss on tackling, right? So that's where you have to hang your hat. Is the Dallas Cowboys do not miss on drafting offensive linemen in the first round. Sure, we could talk about Walesko. We could talk about Josh Ball. We could talk about Chaz Green. We could talk about all these other offensive linemen that they drafted that didn't pan out. But then you can go with, Connor Williams in that second round didn't really pan out. It took him a little while to catch on. Connor McGovern, another guy they drafted who caught on and was a really good on the right side, learned the left side, took him a little bit, but, he was really good on the left side, and now he has a good career up in Buffalo, right? So Tyler Guyton coming in, you have to hang your hat on the fact that the Dallas Cowboys draft well in the first round. And this pick to me is an A plus because they went and got the early third. And you hope that you could trust this coaching staff to develop this type of talent who's going from the right side to the left side. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, they try to sell us on Tyler Guyton played right tackle at Oklahoma, and they had a left-handed quarterback, so essentially he was their left tackle. Guys, don't buy that. That's complete garbage. That's bull jive. That's not good. All right, don't buy that. Tyler Guyton's going to play left side, and he has a lot to learn playing the left side. Whether you have a left-handed quarterback or whether you have a right-handed quarterback, that's just what it is. So then we go to bed. Cowboy Nation has, mixed feelings, and Guyton is a bum, says Eastside Herald. Well, we'll see who's the bum, we'll see who's the bum is. We'll play each other. We'll see what your left side does against your right side, what does against our left side. We'll see. We'll see. Daniel, what's up? This is Talking Crazy. We're going over our picks. We just talked about Tyler Guyton. Now we're going to jump in and talk about Marshawn Kneeland, second-round pick, 56 overall, defensive end out of Western Michigan. All right. This article was typed up by Nick Eatman at DallasCowboys.com. All right, not stealing his work. I'm just going over what his thoughts are and then going over what I think. And then moving on to the next pick. So there's no plagiarism happening here, all right? A lot of people like to steal content, but not me. All right. Marshawn Kneeland, second round, 56 overall, Western Michigan, all right? You turn on the tape, dude. His NFL comparison was Dorrance Armstrong. When I turn on and I see Marshawn Kneeland, I see DeMarcus Lawrence type player. Really good against the run. He might get you a couple of sacks every now and then. He's going to be able to play all different positions on the line. Big shout out to Ron the Don. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Mossy Tool in the building. What's up, everybody? Be able to play anywhere on the line. All right. And I think this guy's going to be good. I kind of like this second-round pick. Cowboys, outside of Trayvon Diggs, their second-round picks have been, don't know, right? That's the risk. Oh, my goodness. Ron the Don, welcome to the corner. All right, Ron the Don, welcome to the corner. And I appreciate you joining the corner, brother. I do appreciate you becoming a member. I am trying to figure out what to do here for membership. Jason Winfro, also a member in the building. Brando, what's up, everybody? Let's go talk this ball, all right? Marshawn Kneeland. I like this pick. I like this pick. I do. I think I like this pick more than I do Tyler Guyton. And I can't wait to see what he's going to do. But appreciate that membership, though, around the dawn. I do appreciate that. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Marshawn, dude. I like the replacement of Lawrence, who could be potentially gone next year. I do like that. Cooper Beebe. All right. This is the pick that we used when we traded with the Lions to go from 24 to 29. I think this move right here with Cooper Beebe is the best move of the draft. This is the best move of the draft because they got this pick on a trade, and it's the best pick of the draft, of the entire draft right here by the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Beebe. Yes, the guy has never played center in his career, right? At Kansas State, never played it. But if you'll turn the tape on, dude, I see a Travis Frederick, Zach Martin type of player cloned in one. I think if this guy can catch on and develop into that center role, I think he could be the best center in the National Football League. He the grit, the nastiness, he has glass eater mentality. The dude can flat out just play ball. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. I mean, look what Nick Eatman said. There's no questions where he likes to play, but no questions about his toughness and ability to block. That's just what it is. BB looks like a tough, intense player who thrives on putting defenders on the ground. Pancake City, this is IHOP, all right? He'll like complete at center now, but eventually move to guard down the road. So Nick Eatman thinks that Cooper Beebe is going to be a guard or a center today and a guard tomorrow. Is Nick Eatman talking about replacing Zach Martin? Is this Zach Martin's replacement? We just talked about Tyron Smith replacement, Tyler Guyton. We just talked about the Marcus Lawrence replacement and Marshawn Nealon. Now we're talking about Zach Martin's replacement and Cooper Beebe. The direction is looking good. All right, that's just what it is. The direction is for the Dallas Cowboys and building for the future, building for the next coaching staff. It's looking good. So I totally agree with Nick Eatman here that he could potentially be a right guard in replacement of Zach Martin. All right. Let me know what you guys think about the first three draft picks as we recap a week after the draft. All right. Tyler Guyton, Marshawn Nealon, Cooper Beebe. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Where are you guys feeling? How do you guys, what are you guys thinking here? All right, give me something here. Give me something. Anytime Cowboys Corner, I'm happy to be a member and the great work you do, man. I appreciate that, Ron the Don. The Cooper Beebe is a juggernaut. He's definitely can handle defenders on his own. 100% Ron the Don. 100% Ron the Don. Wish we could have drafted a quarterback because 2 days ago, the Cowboys declined the Trey Lance option. We'll talk about that. Craig gave me a thumbs up. Ron the Don gave me the thumbs up. So I got two people that like these picks, all right? I'd be tempted to trade Zach Martin. Ooh. Last year of his deal, they restructured his entire contract into signing money to free up cap space instead of touching Dak Prescott. VTP is tempted to trade Zach Martin. That's interesting. All right. Let's move on to the next three picks here. Maurice Lafanu, third round pick, 87 overall, Notre Dame. So a lot of people are thinking, how can they draft another Notre Dame linebacker? Didn't we just go through the struggles with Jalen Smith? Listen, the guy has like 100 coverages with 0 tackles. He drafted Maurice just gave you the ability to have the best coverage linebacker on your team right now. Whether that's covering a tight end, whether that's in zone helping cover a slot, because Mike Zimmer, he's going to be running a typical 4-3 coverage defense. He isn't going to run a lot of nickel where it's, two linebackers, more corners, and then you have your front four. No, Mike Zimmer is going to be running the traditional 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers on the field. All right. So Maurice is your best coverage linebacker right now. And I think Cowboys here. Let's see what Nick Eatman had to say. Another Zimmer type pick. All right. That's your defensive coordinator. So you sure hope that it's your type of pick. All right. He's a hard-nosed linebacker who excels against run and pass. All right. He can play the run. Really good coverage. All right. The Cowboys were short on linebackers, and there's a chance he could come in and compete for a starting spot this year. He's not going to be your Mike. Kendricks is going to be your Mike. This guy I really think is going to be your Sam linebacker. I really think he's going to be that Sam linebacker. And you might see Damone Clark be the weak side linebacker. So he's going to be playing to the left of the defense when you're looking at the defense from the front view. All right. All right. So I like this pick. Give me a thumbs up if you like the linebacker pick. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you like the linebacker pick. And we're going to keep moving here. Carson, all right, cornerback out of Wake Forest. They're saying that we stole Carson, all right. He has a little bit of a health scare, all right. He has a little bit of health concerns, but the Cowboys got him, all right. When I turned on the tape and seen Carson, I seen physical. I almost seen a little bit of boss man fat. That's not a knock on him because I like boss man fat coming out of Kentucky in the second round. All right. Because boss man fat would get there. He'd hit the wide receiver and hit him. And, I was thinking, man, this guy can, get a lot of pass interference penalties and stuff. Right. But I kind of see that aggressiveness with Carson here. I do. And I really feel like with Al Harris coaching this kid, I feel like Carson is more coachable than Boss Man Fat will ever be in his career. That's just how I'm feeling. I think with Al Harris being where Al Harris is at right now, helping these corners, I think that's really going to help his career development, and it's going to help our defense as a whole. And I think with this pick, I think they feel so strongly on it, and I think that's why Gilmore is not yet signed to this team, because they really like what Carson's has the potential to bring. Now, if Gilmore's still hanging out there and Carson is struggling in training camp, then yes, you'll see a Stephon Gilmore signing then. In training camp. Cowboys ain't a stranger to bringing people in. Alfred Morris was a training camp signing. Malik Hooker was a training camp signing as of late, right? So they're not scared to bring in those type of players in training camp. They're just not. So Carson, I like what he's going to be able to do with Al Harris, and there's a lot of untapped potential. Kind of like Tyler Guyton. A lot of untapped potential, and I think Carson is going to be able to play at a high level with the coaching ability of like a guy like Al Harris. So let's see what Nick Eatman had to say. After sitting through all the fourth and most of the fifth without a pick, the Cowboys grabbed Carson, who has elite ball skills. He will complete for playing time at the cornerback, but also spent 4 years playing special teams at college. So Nick Eatman sees this guy as a special teams ace. A lot of special team ability. Has elite ball skills. So overall, CJ Goodwin type player, but has, I think, a better skill set than a CJ Wilson, than a CJ Goodwin on the defense side of the ball. All right, we got old school in here real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's get old school in here. Old school, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, we're just talking over the picks real quick. I'm talking on Carson real quick. I'm reading what Nick Eatman had to say about him. All right, so I'm already on the fifth round with Carson, the cornerback. Did you want to touch on any of the picks before we continue, like Tyler Guyton, Marshawn Nealon, Cooper Beebe? You want to talk on any of those type of guys?
Yeah, I want to touch base on that. Let me see who I'm liking here. Where you at?
Tyler,
Uh,
I moved back up to Tyler Guyton.
okay, yeah, Tyler Guyton. Yeah, like I said earlier, he played right tackle, so they go. I don't know what they got planned, but he could play. Maybe he can play the left side. I don't know what they're gonna do. They got to do some shuffling, but I sometimes I'm just I'm confused about what they're drafting, what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense. But that we need to help on offensive line. So guy may be a good pickup. That depends on if they going that they may switch over to left side. We'll figure out what they're trying to do. We're gonna see how the offseason unfold on that. And I want to go this Marshawn Leland, defensive end. We don't have much tape on him.
Oh yeah, I've
Um,
seen plenty of it. I've
oh,
seen
you seen
plenty
plenty
of it.
of it? Okay, well, I got to see plenty of it also. It looks like he got a high motor. I'm kind of, I may be okay with that pick. Due to the physicality, of tackling, which we have to really, really pay attention to this year. We need tackle machines out there. We need guys that want to come up and hit rally to the ball, and then not be scared to hit. And that may be a good pickup. We'll find out though. During the season,
Yeah,
and who we got? Who we got rolling? Let's keep on rolling here. Notre
Cooper Beebe.
Dame, Cooper BB. What is he? What round is he? Third?
He's third round. This is the pick we used when we traded from 24 to 29 with the Lions.
Oh, the guard from Kansas. Well, I guess he's gonna play center.
Yes,
Okay, well, I see some tape on him. Can't really tell until you get in the training camp and also a preseason football games. Probably won't pay that much, but that may be a good pickup. He will he will help the running game. We need that push and get to the second level, and we'll find out more about him. Looks like he's not have too many injury problems in the past, which is a good thing, and I'm happy about that pick. So um, they may be okay. Would you say that he is a step up from badass?
absolutely, 1,000%.
What makes you say that?
So when you turn on the tape, you see
Hmm.
the physicality. See,
Okay.
Tyler Biotish had that dog in him, and he kind of dropped it off, right?
Hmm.
And last year, I think it was one of Tyler Biotish's last years. So Cooper
Yeah.
Beebe coming in here, he plays left tackle, left guard. He played right guard. He played right tackle. So he's played
Okay.
everywhere. And when you turn on the film with Cooper Beebe,
Ooh.
the dude is
Mm.
Pancake City. All right, this
Okay.
dude,
I I do
he's a
agree with you.
molar.
I agree with you right now. I'm watching one of the Dallas Cowboy games right now. They're playing against the Seattle Seahawks. I do see the push he has. He will push guys around. He will take on one or two or three blocks. So that's really going to help the running game. And depends on who's going to play quarterback this year, but we'll find out more about that. But he will help the running game for sure. That's what we really need. And I'm not enthused about Zeke coming back. That was probably a terrible mistake, but I'm gonna let that rest as it
We're
is.
on that right now. Right now, we're on the draft class right
Okay,
now.
we move. I know we're moving past that. I'm just giving my input on here and there. Let's move on to Mr. Ryan. Who's that? Flo?
No, no, no. We're on Maurice Liaflu, the linebacker out of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah. Like I said earlier, speaking to a young man earlier, on his show about that pickup. Now that's very interesting because you have Clark and you have Kendricks, and then now you have Overshown. Now Cowboys have the most talented defensive linebacker core in NFL right now, including this young man right here. So what I'm trying to figure out what are you doing? Are you trying? I know you want to stop the run, but how are they going to get on the field to play? Is he going to get on the field to play special teams, or is he? Well, I mean, what is the package you're trying to do? Because if Clark succeeds in this 4-3 defense, who's going to be the man out? If Clark is a less physical, I must say that he is a less physical out of all three. Now Kendricks, he's okay, but maybe he's gonna play middle line. But I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of like puzzling to me. Was that a good pick? Because that could have been a running back.
No,
Oh,
this was a great pick. This guy has.
but just because you see these spectacular moves and whatever they're doing on the college doesn't mean they're gonna transfer over to the NFL.
Oh,
This
gee,
guy,
let me explain.
yes.
Oh,
Talk
out
to
of
me.
100 snaps, 0
Uh-huh.
touchdowns. This is your
Right.
best. This is your best coverage linebacker on your team right now.
Okay. So you have no
Over
faith in Kent.
100
So you have
snaps,
no
0
okay.
touchdowns.
Over 0 touchdowns
0. Goose
of
egg.
coverage. Okay.
Nada.
Well,
Zip.
yeah. Well. You may have a good point right there. We do need to cover linebacker. So does that mean Parson gonna stay at the defensive line?
Yes. Well, he
And,
should be.
and continue to get beat the hell down.
That's why you need to just limit him. Limit him.
Oh shit. So you
I do
mean
too, Mossy. I do too, Mossy. Raul said it's telling that Stephon Gilmore isn't picked up yet. Jason said
no,
we
no,
need wide receiver help and linebacker help too.
stay away from
Ron Don said Gilmore isn't rehabbing his shoulder because he had surgery on it, so teams will wait until he gets a clean bill of health. So yeah, that's right. He did get shoulder surgery on it. That is true. Jason said I like linebacker Damian Wilson. I like pickup. Old school ain't watching no tape. They're calling you out.
We'll stay away from Gilmore right now because the way he got beat in the Packers game, I would not bring him back. He got beat. He got beat really bad.
All right, so talk on Carson for me, the cornerback out of Wake Forest. Have you watched anything on him?
Very talented, very skilled. He breaks to the ball. His cover skills are very nice. He doesn't get beat too bad. You know, his inside the way he opened up his hips when he break into the ball is very nice. His back pedal was very sweet. And I like he pinpoints the ball. So I think he's going to be around the cover to take what's that boy's name? Diggs spot. Diggs has to come in. Well, Diggs is showing video on YouTube, and like everybody always showing video on YouTube and all that. That doesn't correlate to getting on the field and playing good ball. I want to see it on the field. I want to see.
You said he's going to replace Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's going or he will play on the other side of Diggs.
What are you going to do with Deron Bland?
He can play in the slot. Play him in the slot because I don't have no faith in Lewis because the Giants are getting better on offense as in receiving core. The Philly is they're getting better, and also Redskins, you got to worry about them too on receiving core. So we have to keep pace with those guys. So cutting
Trayvon Diggs and replacing him with Carson will be your best move there.
I don't. We'll find out more in training camp, but it all depends on if he did.
Oh, Chief, yes or no, OG?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's the question?
I said you're gonna replace him with. Oh no, it went away. Hold on.
With the young cornerback, yes. I mean Dick's yes. If he don't tighten up, yes.
Tighten up. He's coming back from injury, OG.
Well, the injury takes a year and a half to come back in to be strong and have confidence in that leg. It's just like Lewis. I mean, now Diggs had a very serious injury to that leg, and those kind of injuries right there take a while to come back because of the bone structure, because of rehab, because of PT. and healing process. He had about 6 or 7, maybe 10 months off to rehab and let that leg heal, but he still needs another 6 to 6 months to really completely heal to get over that injury. But we'll
Do you
find out more in training camp, huh?
do you think because he tore early, I think 4 weeks into the National Football League.
Um,
Tearing it early, you don't think that do you how you
those
feeling
type of
there?
those type of injuries takes about 7 to completely. I mean, not do no football stuff. Takes about 7 8 months to completely heal the ligament. Now the bone structure that really needs to be healed up too. Like I
The
said,
bones ain't broke, but he didn't break his bone.
but I know he didn't. He didn't break his bone. He just tore a ligament or what?
He tore his ACL. OG.
Okay, well, your strength. You have to still have strength in that leg also. So it all depends. I mean, we'll see how he does. He's. I haven't seen him out there working yet, but we'll find out more when he start getting back to work. Though we'll see how everything plays out. But this corner that Trayvon Diggs has disappointed me the last few years because he's not physical. Now this corner that we just drafted, he's very physical. He likes to come up and hit. He loves contact. He loves to, I would say, shadow his man. You know, and he likes to wear their number. And when I see Miles say wear that number, he likes to play them close and he don't like to really get beat. Now when he gets beat, he's very angry about it. So he come back, he's very aggressive that next play. So that's what I like about this new cornerback.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Now this is where I pick up. Now. All right.
Where you at
Ryan
now?
Floriney, the 6th round pick out of Missouri State. All right. So he went on Dallas Cowboy radio and he said, I play like Des Bryant. But I'll tell you this, OG, when I turn on the tape and I
Uh-huh.
seen Ryan out of Missouri State play, I seen a faster Michael Gallup. He ran a 4.43 at the combine. I
Okay.
see a faster Michael Gallup. I don't know. Have you seen anything on it? Let's just take it real quick. Let's just see what Nick Eatman said about him. All right. An exciting player because of his athletic ability. There's no question because of his competition, but he has to prove he could play at the Senior Bowl. Great hands and playmaking ability. Flowerny should be able to compete for a backup spot at wide receiver right away.
I think that was a wasted pick. It's just like we still got the other guys that need to get on the field and play. That's they're still just I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with these picking up these guys, but I'm gonna tell you like this: that pick should have been on a safety, or safety, or defensive lineman, or another defensive tackle, or defensive end, and we don't have a physical. I'm tired of looking at Hooker. That was embarrassing. Hooker was nowhere to be found in that Green Bay game. And when it coming up the run, he's sometime on that. He's kind of lazy on playing. He's there to get a check. He's not there to win the Super Bowl. They get these veteran safeties or guys to come in and these veteran corners that just want to get a check and not win the Super and not win the, get to the playoffs and get the Super Bowl. That should have been a defensive tackle or defensive end or defense or a safety because we already have receivers fighting for that second and that fourth those snaps in the third round receiver and that fourth round receiver. We already have that already. We don't even have a number 2. So I don't know if this guy can show us anything. He may be just a special teams guy, but like I said, they really have to sort the defensive line, and they've been playing games these last few years. This draft they played games on that. They played games. Hell, that pick could have been a running back. That could have been a running back to really help this team out. I don't have trust in the running back in the running back room right now. But
We'll talk about
let's move
that.
forward. Yes.
We'll talk about that running back room here in just a moment. I don't think it was a wasted pick, OG. I don't.
Okay.
There's some people in the chat that agree with you that it was a wasted pick, so you're not alone.
Okay.
But I feel like this was BPA. You're talking about the 6th round here.
Yeah.
There's not there you're drafting in the 6th and 7th rounds, hoping you could throw a dart at the target and hit a bullseye.
Right.
And so the with this guy sitting there, some people had this guy as a 4th round draft pick.
Yeah.
The talent,
Oh, a fourth rounder.
yeah, they had him as a fourth. A lot of people had him a 4th round grade, 5th round grade on this guy. Cowboys got him in the 6th,
Okay.
216th overall.
Okay.
So I think I like this pick. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is talking crazy, LG. You've been talking crazy all night. Let me talk a little crazy now. I
Right.
think he's already better than Jalen Tolbert.
Hold on. Hold your horses on there. Hold your
He's
horses right there
already better than
until you
Jalen
get on the
Tolbert.
field and play and show us something. Now, I'm not talking about preseason. I'm talking about regular season football. Now,
And Tolbert can't do either.
okay, be careful now. Be careful. So what you're saying is this guy's better than Michael Gallup.
I'm saying he has similarities to Michael Gallup. I'm
Okay.
saying he's better than Jalen Tolbert.
So how tall is he?
He's tall. He's 6'2", 6'3".
Okay. Runs the 4.4.
4
Okay.
3 4.
Okay. Well, we'll find out more during the season. I mean, during the well, let me say this: is he gonna make the roster cut?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Is he better than Mac? Is he better than Mac Bay?
Hey, sure. Because I don't know who that is. So yeah, he's already better
That's the
than him.
guy
He's
we
six
argued
two.
about last year. We got picked up from Tennessee.
He's 6'2".
Okay.
Yeah, he's 6'2". He's a tall guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already better than Jalen Tolbert. Now let's go on to Nathan Thomas here, our first of 2 7th-round picks.
Okay.
Nathan Thomas, all right, out of Louisiana.
That's a player with tackle.
He played a lot of tackle there at Louisiana, and Cowboys are going to have him playing guard. All right, the dude's a little nasty. All right, dude's a little nasty. He's come from a smaller school, but I feel like the guy's going to be able to contribute to this team some form or way or fashion. The more we get rid of Josh Ball, the more we get rid of Matt Walesko, the better I am. All right, we got to get rid of this old roster garbage, dude. That's been hanging around too long. We got, you go roster. You ever heard of a bag? You're carrying all this baggage around. Cowboys are
Right.
carrying a whole bunch of old roster baggage around.
Yes, they are.
Nathan Thomas is a new toy you could put on your shelf and get rid of a couple of those collectibles you
Is
think
he?
are valuable.
Is he there?
They don't value nothing. OG.
Is he
Good thing
there
about
to
Nathan Thomas.
fill Martin?
What?
Is he there to replace Martin?
Are you swimming in a pool or something? What was that water? Are you peeing in my ear?
No, I'm running the water. I'm washing laundry.
You put clothes in the washing machine and it washes it for you, OG. This ain't 1840.
You don't worry about what OG doing over here on his end. But
This
let me
man
tell you
doing
something.
18. You Amish, OG? You got the camera off. You Amish today, ain't you?
Yeah, let me tell you something. I always Cinco de Mayo time right now. We order Mexican food, might even have me upset tonight. Let me tell you something.
I
Three
just call
weeks
it food,
ago,
OG.
okay. 3 weeks ago, I watched a little of that Green Bay tape again. I went back and seen Zach Martin feet on that play, and it was really horrible. He got beat so bad in that game that I said, "Whoa, we need to replace Zach Martin immediately, ASAP." Everybody like him because he's a seasoned vet. That right there, you should have trade him out if you can, so you can get draft picks to strengthen your team on the inside interior, on the offensive defensive line, and get your secondary and your safety spot controlled. So with this big Nash that they just picked up, maybe he can help us this year. If because Martin, he those knees are getting bad. I mean, he's been trying to get his body in better shape, but throughout time, as time tells, the offensive linemen don't last that long. Even though I do want to go back and say,
What are you thinking
Kelsey,
about Nathan Thomas, OG?
um, he's good, and that's what I'm equating to. He's really good, very talented. He has great feet. I saw his kick. So I think he will start. I think he will replace Martin.
Cooper Beebe is going to replace Zach Martin in the future, I feel
No, I
like.
don't think so. He don't have enough bull. He don't have no bull in him. No, this kid here got enough bull. He mean. He
What's
nasty.
the definition of bull?
I mean, like snot nose. I mean, like take like run you over, push you around, um,
Oh,
get
gee,
to the
10
second
minutes
level
ago, we were
ASAP.
talking about Cooper Beebe, and you agreed that he had that.
Cooper BB.
Yeah.
I got to go back up to Mr. BB. We're not talking about Mr. BB. We're talking about Mr. Nathan right now. Let's move
Right,
on.
but you just said that Cooper Beebe don't have bull in him.
Let me see. BB. Is that the second pick? Oh yeah, from Kansas.
Yes!
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, he got it. I said he got it. Yeah, he got it.
You just
Oh
said he
yeah.
didn't.
Well, I made a mistake. I had to go back and recant that. Yes,
But
I had to
we,
go
we
back
talk
and yes,
crazy here, but we got to talk crazy in truth.
yes, yes, yes. He is nasty. And that's what this offensive line needs, and we need to stay younger on that offensive line. Yes, he does have that.
So let's see
Yes.
what Nick Eatman said. All right, this is Nick Eatman's article at DallasCowboy.com. A
Yeah.
massive player who played tackle in college,
Mm-hmm.
but could move to guard inside. Talent
Oh.
wise, he's a mid round, but medical concerns because of injuries likely dropped him down. If the Cowboys
Mm-hmm.
can get that under control, this could be an intriguing player with his size and versatility. What do you think about that, OG?
Mm. I'm wondering if they're talking about his weight. That we don't know. We want to know what his medical concerns are. That could
That's
be
yeah.
out of shape. That could be diabetic. That could be high cholesterol. Anything like that medical. So we have to look at. Or he could have an injury. Now I haven't heard anything injury wise on him. Maybe a ligament or something. But we will find out more though, because they haven't released the medical report on this guy. So we don't know. They like to hide things in Dallas. We already know that.
Did,
Let's
did you
move
burp
on.
in my ear? Did you
Yeah,
just
I've been
burp
a
in
little
our
hungry.
viewers' ears?
Let's move on. That's how OG does it. He don't hold nothing back. Let's
You
move
better
on.
hold that gas back, Pip.
Yeah,
All
pimping.
right.
I'm down.
Justin
I'm at the. I'm,
Rogers, defensive tackle out of Auburn, seventh round draft pick. Now, you know the
yeah.
last time the Dallas Cowboys drafted a defensive tackle in the seventh round for Auburn, do you know
Hmm.
who that guy was, OG?
No, I can't recall.
Jay Ratliff. All right. You're talking about
Mm.
Anthony Spencer. You're talking about uh, Jay Ratliff. You're talking about Do You
Yes.
Wear? All right.
Hmm.
That was a talent. Jason Hatcher. Man, you're
Hmm.
talking about talent.
Now he was a monster. Yeah.
Now, I don't know much about Justin Rogers, all right? Let's just see
Hmm.
what that real quick. The final pick of the draft could address whether could address another need at defensive tackle. Cowboys lost Jonathan Hankins and Novell Gallimore to free agency. While the
Hmm.
seventh round isn't a guarantee, Rodgers is guaranteed to take up some space with his size. Played in the
Hmm.
SEC and held his own. He's a run
Yes.
stopper and hog the middle, something the Cowboys could use right away. What's your
Hmm.
thoughts?
I love this pick. I love it. He's 300 something. He's big man inside. He has to get stronger in his legs. Stay in the weight room, getting your squat in, and maybe he can lose at least about. Now I'm talking about you want to if he could lose maybe 10 pounds and gain that with muscle, he would be a scare in the middle, and that's really nice. And him size him up with Mozzie, and I'm very excited about that. I see his push. His first step is very nice. I love his hand placement. I like how he can get rid of the guard real quick, and I like how his center of gravity, how he gets low underneath so he can penetrate through that hole. And that's what we need. His second level, he stands the way when he snaps off the ball, he sets up like a bridge. And what I mean by that, he takes on a tackle, and what he does, he fills the gap, and then he's still there. And then when the running back comes through there, he pushes through and then he makes the tackle. And that's what I like about him. They also signed another guy out of Illinois. He's very talented. Um, I love his skills too. I really hope he makes the team. I can't recall his young name now, but he was one of our free agents, undrafted free agents. I like those three together. So we are staying young and on the defensive line. I would be happy if they would bring in maybe a veteran to help out to mentor and help with some snaps. But I like this pick. This is going to help the defense, especially in the Zimmer's 4-3 defensive scheme.
Okay. Okay. So overall, OG, where would you grade? Where would you grade the? Where would you
Uh,
grade the draft?
I gave them a B plus. B
I'm right
plus.
there.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
yeah. They fell on a few spots that I thought they could help them, and what I mean by that, they are playing with fire when it comes to the running back position and the defensive tackle position. We still and also the secondary. So they missed on a few spots that they really need players to step in now. That third pick that they got for trading back, I thought they did finagle that. They should have finagled a fourth round pick out of that, or stay where it was at. But they did pick up, and I thought that should have been another defensive tackle or defensive end to help out. But they kind of they did their best, but they could have did a little bit more better. But yes, I give them a B plus.
All right. The link is now pinned. If anybody wants to come in here and talk crazy with us this beautiful Saturday night, but let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk crazy. Someone click like for me if you haven't already. It don't take too long to click like. But no, I'm with you. B plus. I'm with you. B plus.
Yes,
I really feel like them getting an early third and going from 24 to 29 saved this draft.
yes,
Because if they didn't pick up Cooper Beebe, dude, I wouldn't know what direction this team would be going in.
right.
And so I tweeted on April 5th
Hmm.
that the Dallas Cowboys have two running backs in mind.
Yeah.
And if those two running backs were gone, they
Hmm.
were not drafting a running back, and Zeke or Dalvin Cook could come in here and be the running back to because they
No,
didn't draft those two guys. And
you
that's
need no, no,
exactly
no,
what
no,
happened.
no, no.
That's exactly what happened.
No, you no, no.
I
You
OG, I
you
have
you
sources that tell me they
uh,
like two running backs.
you you
So
you you sound very desperate right now. Very desperate. You sound like the Cowboys media. You sound desperate. And what I mean by you sound desperate is them bringing back Zeke was a desperate move.
I, I,
They
I you didn't let me finish. OG,
okay, go
you
ahead.
didn't. You don't even know if I like the move or not.
Go
Nowhere
ahead.
in what I just said tells you if I like the move or not. What I
Right,
said was Cowboys had two running backs in mind.
right,
On April 5th, I tweeted that if they can't get one of the other two running backs, Dalvin Cook or Zeke is going to be a Cowboy again.
right.
Or Dalvin Cook, well, not again, but Zeke again. Right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And so that's what I mean, right? Now,
Yeah.
do I like them signing Zeke? No, not at all.
Right.
And no one should either. And if you buy a Ezekiel Elliott jersey
Hmm.
because he changed his number, if you buy a number 15 Zeke jersey, you're crazy.
Hmm. Right.
You're crazy. Hey, there's
Yeah.
no reason to buy another Zeke jersey.
Mm-mm.
But if you got $100 to go spend, boo boo, go spend you $100.
Right.
Not Cowboys corner. Not Big Mike. I'm not doing that. What's up,
I'm not.
Julio?
I'm not taking nothing away
Danny
from
Savage
Zeke,
in the house. What's up?
but what I'm saying about him coming back is just how you gonna how you gonna see what talent you have, when you don't go out there and go out there and draft a young running back and he's in the way. Zeke is in the way of anybody getting on the field. And this, oh well, Dak and Zeke they reunited again. Man, that's the last time we seen Zeke was in San Francisco game, and it was horrible. I mean, I love you, Zeke, but it's just time for you to put the boots up, and just retire, then sit back and enjoy your money. You're stopping young men out there from doing anything. They may have somebody on the roster that could help them. We'll find out, but I think them not drafting a good quality, a hard nosed back was a mistake, and we will find out through the season. And guess who's
They,
going to come back on? It's going to come right back on McCarthy.
oh, well, McCarthy knows he's gone after the end of the year. So
Hmm.
I don't think McCarthy could care less. But
Right.
they have They have a lot of running backs in that room, though. OG,
Yeah.
can any one of them stick? Or are they all? I don't. We know Zeke's washed, but Dowdle 4.1 yards a carry. Do
Hmm.
you think he could do anything, Rico Dowdle?
I don't know, man. No, Dow need to stay off the injury bug. He got some he got some hip issues, and who knows what other issues could become. This is a long season, so they think they're slick. I know what they're doing. They're gonna try to do this by committee. Um, you know, they got some Snoop boy on the roster right now, and we figure out how he's gonna work out. Played out at Ole Miss, but it's gonna be another running back get 5 yards. Bringing somebody else is gonna be another 10 yards. They're going to go by committee right now, so they already showed their hand with what they did on offensive line. So we will find out more. And the only
So,
reason why, huh?
oh, go ahead. Are you running on a treadmill? Why are you out of breath?
Oh yeah, I'm working out.
You went from peeing in my ear to putting loads in a washing machine, and now you're working out.
Yeah, you don't worry about what OG over here. Just calm on down a little bit.
Well, I don't want you having a heart attack on Cowboys corner
No,
here.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
want to
no,
hear
no,
the
no,
sirens.
no, no. Ain't gonna be no heart attack. No, but I am disappointed. I am very disappointed.
On what?
Uh, of them not taking care of the running back position. They ain't fooled me on that. And
Well,
what does all in mean? You couldn't run
that
the ball. You couldn't run
don't.
it
Why
back
would you
up.
believe that, OG? Why would you believe all in?
Um, when you just talk like that, you're really just setting yourself up for failure. And that's what the Jones did. You don't tell me all in, and then you not going after a position that you really struggled in, which was a running back in the defensive tackle position.
Right, right. So I'm okay. So I'm not okay with running back. Right, losing TB, I really think hurts this team. But you know, they beefed up their line. We'll see what happens at the running back position. Zeke is your third distance. Zeke is at your RB1, and Deuce Vaughn's going to the practice squad. You heard it here first. Let's talk about Trey Lance.
Oh, great.
Cowboys didn't pick up the fifth-year option on Trey Lance, and people are questioning why they traded a fourth-round pick for Trey Lance. So listen to me clearly when I say this, fellas. Trey Lance is cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fifth-year option was 22 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys declined 22 mil. Cowboys are going to be able to sign Trey Lance 2-year, $22 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get him for an additional year for the same money the fifth-year option cost
Mm-hmm.
next year. So Trey Lance will get an extension. It's just going to
Mm-hmm.
be next year. It ain't going to be right now.
Got my beans and rice, you can.
Right. And I'm glad to hear that.
Are you eating already now, too? You worked out and now you're eating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gee, you are everywhere today. You drinking?
And not yet. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. I'm trying to enjoy it. So don't worry about it. Just keep rolling. I don't know why they may have to make that news. They love telling their business. I tell you that. Cowboys.
Well, he's. Oh, gee, you funny as hell. Thank you for coming on talking crazy, by the way. Appreciate that.
I can't wait to see this boy go out there and throw the ball. I mean, it's just exciting to see something new. You know, he's gonna struggle for a little bit trying to get his reads down, but I want to see the ball come out his hand. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to see him play with the first team. This preseason second, why are you competing? Why y'all trying to make him compete with Cooper Rush? We already seen Cooper Rush. We already seen what he can do. We need to move on to something new.
Okay. So you want Trey Lance to be second string?
I want him to be the starting quarterback
Next year or this year?
this year.
But you have Dak with 55 million on the
Dak,
books.
Dak, Dak, he can sit there and collect his check on the bench. Dak has not shown he can beat a team 500. He ain't shown that.
He
He
can't do what
struggles.
with 500?
He can't beat a team that's over 500. He struggles big time
Oh,
with
okay.
those teams. Yeah.
Okay. 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 All right. Does anybody got any questions for OG in the chat? OG, this is gonna be the last 4.5 minutes is gonna be for you, OG. Does anybody have any questions for OG? Put them in the chat right now. This is gonna be the last 4 minutes is gonna be all OG.
I got a question.
Hold on, they're typing it up right now. You're about to get your question in about 5 seconds. Oh,
Don't ask
Danny
OG
Savage
nothing
don't have
silly.
a question for you. All
Huh?
right. We got some people in here. Somebody has to ask OG a question.
OG
Hey,
trying to be a little nice today.
so VTPSTTU said Dak did very well wearing a headset during the last preseason game. Maybe that's his place. What do you think about
Mm-hmm.
that, OG?
Dak need to stay on the sideline and help Trey Lance out. If you got a quarterback that can run the ball and throw the ball and don't make those silly mistakes that you did in the playoffs, we don't need a lot. We don't need a lot from a quarterback. We need a quarterback that can run and that can throw and take care of the ball when win the playoffs. That's what we need. We need to if Lamb or somebody else is covered, you run the ball with your legs and pick up a first down. That's what we need. We don't
Mm-hmm.
need to sit
Here's
back
a
there.
question for you, OG.
Uh-huh.
Do OG drink wild Irish rose?
Rum.
You
Rum
drink rum,
tequila
okay?
made from Mexico.
Okay. What's OG's poison as his drink of choice? So you saying rum still to that?
Tequila.
All right. We got this one. Why are you so high on Trey Lance?
I want to see something new.
You want to see something new?
Yeah. I mean, he can come in and make the same mistakes Dak Prescott made. Let me tell you something. Dak Prescott done built Dallas Cowboys for damn near 10 years, half a decade, and still ain't got you to the Super Bowl yet.
10 years is a decade, OG.
Yeah.
You
Half a
said half a
decade.
decade.
That's it. Half.
No, that's 5
Okay.
years.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Anyway, we have been with the same quarterback for the last 10 years and counting. Until we learn how to get young again and give somebody else a chance to make the mistakes that Dak Prescott and then learn from him, learn from those mistakes, and not do those same bonehead mistakes, then we will be fine. You have not really gave this young man a chance to come out there and play. You have gave Dak Prescott all the chances in the world, like way more chances than any quarterback that we had. He had more chances than Tony Romo.
Do
And
you see Dak going to the Hall of Fame?
um passing, passing wise, they may give him a shot. I don't know. But he may, I don't know. But Dak has shown that he has not gotten you to the Super Bowl yet.
Do we draft a quarterback next year in the first round?
If Trey Lance can show you something this year doing preseason, and if he can, you know, um, then no. If Trey Lance can show you something, no, you don't draft the quarterback. What I'm looking for, see, the problem is Dallas is stuck with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And when they signed him to that contract,
No
they
trade
effed
clause.
up. They messed up big time.
Oh yeah.
And they're so mad at themselves for doing that because they could have had him for cheaper than what they do now. About 4 years ago, 3 or 4, about 4, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and they could have traded him away and built a team on in secondary, offensive line and defensive line. They could have like the Packers did, but they messed up. They hold on to players too long. They want to sell tickets and they want to act like they know what they're doing, but they look silly. And so now it kind of came to an end with him. So you know, this schedule here is tough. So I don't know if he can beat these guys
All
on the
right.
schedule.
All right.
We'll find out more. Yeah,
OG, you got any socials you want to drop?
socials.
Yeah,
don't
not
know.
social security numbers, social medias.
No, I don't have anything. You can watch Free and JP at on YouTube.
Well, say that again.
Fiend and JP on YouTube.
All right.
But
They say
I will do a little bit more socials a little bit more videos though this summer though. But right now I'm busy.
all right. All right. Well,
So what's your take on what's your take on Dak?
everyone knows my take on Dak, baby. I'm Cowboys corner. I feel like the ceiling for Dak. No, let me not say the word ceiling. Let me say the window.
Yeah,
I feel like the window for Dak has closed.
right.
When you go 12-5, 3 years in a
Right.
row, and you have nothing to show for it,
Right.
I think the Cowboys offseason moves this year, they're like, we're tired. We're of trying to do this with him. We're not going to extend him. We're going to move on. And so they're betting 1,000 with this recipe, not drafting a running back, but they're still all in on the offensive line. They rebuilt it. I think you got a pretty good, solid wide receiver and tight end core. So, they're not failing Dak completely, but you're not going to see those moves like they did,
Let me ask you this question.
window with Dak Prescott, I feel like has closed.
Let me ask you this question. If Trey Lance can show you something in the preseason, showing he can handle offense and he knows what he's doing, and the mistake free, he gonna make some few mistakes,
Oh, yeah.
but he gonna show you he's very competitive. Move him, okay, and you move him to the second spot behind Dak Prescott. Do you give him a shot at playing this season?
I
Dak
think it all depends on how the
struggle.
season goes. I think it all
Uh-huh.
depends on how the season goes. I feel like, and I have no knowledge of this, but this is what I feel like. I feel like the locker room split.
Right.
And with Dak Prescott as a player, the locker room split. Kind of like Cowboy
What
Nation.
do you mean by that?
So I think some of the team quit believing in Dak. And I'm going to say this. I think CeeDee Lamb and Micah are done with Dak.
Right.
And I think like guys like Y.A. Thomas and some other guys, I feel like they're all in with Dak. And so I feel like that could cause some concern. But I want Trey Lance to succeed. I'm very high on him. Cowboys gave him a 4th round. He's a first-round talent. Stephen Jones talked good about him. And so I feel like
what Stephen say?
There's competition there that he embodies leadership. He kind of reminds me of Dak Prescott in the leadership field. He's everything you expect out of a first-round pick. He's he embodies what a first-round talent is. His arm is strong. His footwork has gotten better. His arm strength has gotten better. Stephen Jones really praised this guy a lot.
Really?
And a lot of people took it as, they're just doing this for Dak negotiations. No, I think the Dak negotiations were left at the door a long time ago.
Right.
This has nothing to do with signing Dak, extending Dak's strategy. This is they really like Trey Lance.
Right. And they got to give in my thing of it, got to give young man a chance. I mean, Dak Prescott got his chance. It's time to give him a chance. And we just want to see what you got. If he got it, he got it. He don't, he don't. So, and then you move on from him. But you got to get him. You got to get him out there. I put it like this: you got to get him out there in game time situation where you can see him. You can see more of him. We saw what he did against San Francisco. It was all right. He need more improvement on repetition. You can't get good if you're not gonna get out there and play. He got to get out there to read the defenses, to know what they're trying to do to him, and they just need a chance to go out there to play with CD Lamb and the Fergusons and those guys like that. And he has to play with the first team. You can't continue to sit out there and drag him along and continue to babysit him under Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a backup quarterback. He made decent throws this year, but that was against mediocre teams. When it came against the Buffaloes and those type of teams, that he's really struggled against this, throwing the ball in the breadbasket into those coverages, into those zones, he struggled. So if Trey Lance can make those throws in those zones and he show improvement, take care of the ball, and does this and does those things, I say that he should start and you put Dak Prescott in the backup, bro.
Yeah, you guys click like for me real quick. It's 2 people. Click like if you haven't already.
Right.
OG need to get some socials, bud. You need to
Yeah.
get some socials. But this was Talking Crazy. Appreciate everybody tuning in, listening
Right.
in. OG came in a little intoxicated, but I think that workout sobered him up.
No,
And
not
he got
yet.
back-
Not yet.
And he got back on it, but it's Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Right.
And OG could do what he wants. We're gonna keep the show going. But I appreciate you
All
guys
day.
tuning in. We'll see you next Saturday as we get into debate season. All right, we get into the quiet season, and I might do every other week a Talking Crazy week. I don't know how I'm gonna plan it out. Hit the notification bell so you know guys don't miss when I go live, and don't miss OG doing hand washing and from 1840.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
don't miss
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
But anyway, Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.
Peace. Have a good.